Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we're doing something a little different. We're just having a discussion. We're going to recap our year of 2024, gaming-wise, and then we're just going to dream and fantasize about 2025.
So happy New Year to all of you. 2025 is going to be a great year.
It is.
But 2024, as a whole, as far as our perspective, we're not talking about like the greater world of gaming. We're just talking about what we've experienced.
Yeah.
All right, so kick it off. Tell us what's something that you enjoyed about 2024 from our gaming perspective.
What is something that I enjoyed? Geekway. We went to Geekway.
Geekway to the West, a great little regional convention.
Yes, this is the second time I've gone and the fourth time you've gone?
It feels like the millionth time, but yeah, it's probably accurate.
It was really fun to be able to play the games. Our eldest was able to get her own badge this year, so she had so much fun being able to check out games. And she didn't even care about the play to win. She was doing a lot of the other games, the gaming library. She was just excited to check out these giant versions of games that she likes. So that was really fun to see her be able to explore that. And then we were able to go disc golfing with a lot of other gamers. So that was also really fun to just kind of break up the day a little bit. Did make parking difficult when we got there that day, but it was still really fun. It's funny because we're going to this event and we end up playing with a lot of people we know from home. But
it's like in a different world. We're
yes.
transported to this out of time, no work constraints.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah.
All right, so the next event we had a great time at was the Strong Tower Gaming Convention. This is, I think, their third year, but it was our first time going. We had to go as special guests, which was really fun. We were get to run a lot of games. And by running these games, we almost got this reputation as the bad boys of gaming, which
so
if you know us,
hilarious.
is super not true, but it's so much fun. We played Ready, Set, Bet. And
we got kicked out.
They were like, hey, listen, we heard you guys might get loud. We hadn't even played yet.
We hadn't even played yet, no.
So how about you guys go to this other room where it's quieter down the hall?
I do want to say all the people that we have actual relationships with at Strong Tower, it was none of them that asked us to do that. Just in case any of them watch this video, we know it wasn't you. It was other people who did not have a relationship with us that kicked us out of the room.
But it did help build our relationship as the bad boys of gaming. Bad
Yes.
boy and girl, whatever. Bad
gaming couple.
Bad couple of gaming.
No, bad gaming couple of gaming. Right?
I don't know. So we went and we played Ready, Set, Bet as loud as possible just to show them they were probably right.
Yes, yeah.
That we were going to be loud and fun with this. And then we played our custom version of Hues and Cues, which is a dartboard version of Hues and Cues, as an element of danger and dexterity, and it was delightful.
Yes, that was really fun. We had to create a walkway just so nobody was throwing darts in front of people. We had to improvise during that.
So that was, very cool. We played some other fun games too, Jerusalem and the full special edition Castles of Burgundy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And then that was just the games that we ran. We got to play a bunch of great games with other great people too. So really fun convention, very chill. And for being as young as it is, they are doing a great job organizationally.
It is run very well. I had zero questions because everything was very clearly explained.
Yeah, except for who are the bad boy and girl of gaming?
We are.
Us.
We're just
don't mess with
we're huge rules followers. So it's even more funny. Or is it funnier? Is it more funny or funnier?
Even more funnier-ist is the proper way to say that.
Anyway, moving on. We were able to go to Gen Con as a family again this year, which is always really fun and challenging at the same time. I enjoy bringing our girls along and having them totally enjoy their geek culture and look at everything. What's really fun, this has nothing to do with gaming, but what's really fun is they save money and they do extra chores and they do lemonade. They raise their own money so they can spend it at Gen Con. And so it's really fun to have them go through the things, do prices, figure out things, and then go back to certain things to buy products. And I just think that's the perfect way to do it. You raise this money to do this. Make sure you check everything out because it might be $1.50 cheaper over here than over there.
Or you might find something even better.
Yes. And then our youngest bought herself a necklace that she wears all the time. It was well spent money because she just wears it all the time. So that was fun to see. But it was also fun to just meet with a bunch of different publishers, hear about the stuff they're excited about, meet a bunch of different people that you only get to see in this setting. It's just a really fun experience.
It's the biggest, craziest event that we go to, and wild. We had a whole vlog about it, so check out the vlog on our channel if you want to see more of our Gen Con shenanigans. But another event that I go to frequently is these events called proto-spiels. These are specifically for game designers and game play testers to get together, play each other's games, and get feedback so that our games can get better and better and better. So if you're following our channel, you might know that I'm a kind of an amateur game designer. I really have fun making games. It's kind of like a smaller hobby within the hobby.
Yeah.
And so getting a chance to get
a dream within a dream.
Oh my. Well, my dream is to get published, and so I want to have the most amount of good feedback from good designers, good play testers, and these proto-spiels are the best way to do that. I highly recommend them if you are someone who likes checking out games that have never been released yet, they're still in development, and how can you kind of help give feedback to make them better, or if you're a publisher who has a designer who has a game, and you want to know, I'm stuck on this, how can I take it to the next level, or what is some additional feedback about this game besides just my inner circle that could kind of take it to the next level. I've been to a bunch of them. This year I went to Madison, Milwaukee, and Chicago. So those are the ones that I kind of go to on a regular basis because they're the closest driving-wise. But there's ones all over the country. If you fit in that category of either someone who's a designer or someone who likes to play test games, find one close to you and check it out. It is super fun.
Another fun thing we did this year is we host a convention. Not really, it's more like a getaway convention. We just get a bunch of people and we rent out this huge place and we just play board games. We call it NumiCon because it's easier to refer to it as that. And oh my gosh, I could not recommend highly enough. If you have a group of friends and you've talked about doing this, just do it. You will not regret it. Yes, it's fun going to people's houses and playing games, and I totally get that. But taking a day or two off of work, renting a place, dressing comfy, eating good food, hanging out with people you like, and just playing games for days, it is magical. Absolutely magical. This is one of the things that I think we look forward to the most every year. I enjoy it so much. Everybody that comes and participates, it's just something they make sure that they're going to do. Like, we try to make sure that people who can come the next year. And it's just do it. If you have just thought about doing this with your friends, oh my gosh, just do it. You will not regret it.
Something that happened for us this year was I got a new job. Kind of. I'm still very much part-time stay-at-home dad situation. But my job situation is such that it's very flexible, which is fantastic. It's this way I can work a little bit more on my designs, and this is something that we can work a little bit more on our reviews. If you've noticed, hopefully, that our quality and our quantity has been slowly notching up because I've got a little bit more flexibility and ability to work on these things. So this job is definitely the job situation as a whole that I'm working with is such that I have a lot of flexibility, and I get to see our kids a lot, play with our kids a lot, and it's wonderful, and it also kind of takes the stress level of our whole family down a notch, which is wonderful. Maybe not for financial reasons, but for everything else, which I would argue are all the more important things, as long as you can pay your bills.
Yes, exactly. Totally agree with that. It's been fantastic. I love it. Another thing that we've done this year, we haven't done it this year. It's just been me. Solo content. I've started playing games by myself, and I never thought I'd be this person because it just didn't make any sense to me. But I've discovered I don't like a lot of contemporary entertainment, and so this is my contemporary entertainment. I've discovered I haven't done as many reviews as I would like on how games that we played and how they play solo, but I am enjoying it. I am routinely taking games to work now to play because that's what I want to do, not because I have to play this because I have to review it, but I really like this. And sometimes now when we play a game and I really like it, I'm like, what's the solo version like on this?
Yeah, there's a lot of good solo content, and we tend to overlook it, and this is a chance for you to do it. All right, so another thing is our kids' tastes are evolving. We have been a gaming family for a long time, and our oldest is 11 now, and so she's kind of been playing big games for a while. This year, her games are like Ark Nova, She loves Ark Nova. It's her number one favorite game. And she plays it well. She's beat me a couple of times. So this is the kinds of things that she's gearing up towards. And the animals don't hurt either. But the point is, her tastes have changed. They're no longer they're out of that family game category and into the strategy game category. And then likewise, we have a 7-year-old. She's been playing kids games primarily. She enjoys family games, but over the past year, we've noticed that she's been gravitating more towards the family games and less towards the kids games. Kids games, we are big believers in. These are the just amazing games to help train kids in these various mechanisms, train them in manners, train them in how to take a turn, in patience, cooperation, all kinds of different things, strategy, all kinds of things come from playing kids games with your kids. And if you try to put advanced games in front of them too early, you miss out on some really fun, cool moments.
Yeah. And you might prolong them even wanting to play games with you in the first place. Because if it's a frustrating experience for them, when this isn't like, it's not a chore and it's not schoolwork, this is extra. This isn't something they have to do. And if it's frustrating, they're just not going to want to do it with you.
Yeah, so having them play kids games is so much fun. But then naturally letting her progress into these kind of more family style games, a little more advanced, a little more mechanically advanced, a little more thematically advanced, it's been a really fun transition. I'm going to miss that period, but at the same time, I'm really looking forward to playing more of these kinds of games that are more like what I like to play on my own without them as kids. And now they are advanced kids, so that's just been a really fun transition.
We've also been very intentional about creating more short form content, which I hope if you subscribe or if you just seen that you've noticed that's something that we're trying to do. We are trying to hone in our comedy skills for these little bits that we're creating. We have so many in the work. We are very excited about this. We really hope this is something that you enjoy. Our whole goal is to create wholesome, entertaining, and helpful content, and we're really digging into the entertaining on the aspect of these shorts. So I really hope that you have been enjoying them.
All right, so another thing that's going to be coming up, we're transitioning from what's been going on to what's going to be going on. Is that the right tense? Going to be going on?
What will have happened?
This is a future past tense. No. So now we're talking about 2025. The first thing I want to say is, starting next week, if you're watching this when we release it, is we are going to be digging into our top 100 games of all time. Every week we're going to release a new set of 10, counting down to our number 1 games of all time. Yeah. This has been very fun, very challenging to make because there's a ton of great games we've played. And how do you compare a party game to a strategy game? And what's the difference between like 37 and 38? That's the difference between them. And
or a game that you play once and you're done with, and a game that you play over and over again. Like,
how do you compare all that?
Oh my gosh.
Well, we dig into that and show you what our favorite 100 games each that we have played. So definitely want to subscribe so you can see that. It's going to be really fun. And we want to know what your favorite games are too. So be sure to leave that in the comments as we're going along through that journey. We
are also on a personal note taking 2 big family vacations this year. And what that means for me, having somebody who has limited vacation time, I will probably end up having a much lighter con schedule this year. Hopefully Ryan doesn't. Hopefully he's still able to go and go.
I don't want to go without places. You. It's so sad. The saddest thing is when I'm at a convention, it's like, hey, is that Ryan from Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews? Where's Bethany? And I'm like, oh, she's got, a grown-up job. I have a high school job, and she has a grown-up job, so she has to work or whatever the case is. But, so I don't want to go without you. It's sad.
But you'll be fine.
I'll miss you.
It'll be great. So it's very potential. I just won't be able to be in a lot of places this year. I am very excited about those family vacations that we have planned. It's going to be great and a wonderful time. I'm looking forward to that. So though I'm sad, I'm not heartbroken about it because I'm looking forward to those things. But it will just be a lighter con schedule for me.
All right. Another thing is we host our own annual event we talked about every year, NewMeCon. We're trying for the first time NewMeCon Mini, we're calling it, because Geekway does something called Geekway Mini in the winter. So we're going to be hosting a mini NewMeCon as well. It's just like a one-day get away from reality situation. In the darkness of winter, everything is so sad and depressing in the Midwest. And it's just really fun to get together with friends and play games. So we're making an intentional big ol' event. Not just a game night, but a big ol' event inviting everybody in the whole universe. It's going to be a blast.
In the whole universe.
Everybody.
In our small abode. Abode.
Yeah, that's the one.
Adobe. Okay.
In our Adobe Premiere.
So, as you guys know, Ryan is an aspiring designer, and don't let him sell you short. He does have 2 games signed. They just haven't been published yet. So, he is a signed designer, okay? It's a big deal. Be excited about it.
So excited.
You should be excited.
I'll be more excited when they actually hit the market. If they ever do. They might not.
I mean, that does happen sometimes. So, I understand.
It's been a while, so it's like, come on, guys.
But one of the things that I am hoping to do is, as every gamer, I'm sure half of you watching this right now have a game design idea that you thought about. It's just part of, like, when you read a ton of books, you have a book idea. When you play a ton of games, you have a game idea. When you watch a ton of movies, you have a movie idea. It's just, this is what happens when you dive into a medium. So I do have a couple of game ideas, and because I am married to Ryan, he is going to help me flesh those out. In fact, when I told him about an idea that I had, he was like, okay, well, let's just do proof of concept. And so as I told him, we went downstairs right away, and because he has all this stuff because of all of his designing, we just did a really quick proof of concept to the design, and I'm like, hey, this can actually be something. So my goal for this year is to fully flesh out one of my designs, and then potentially send it along with Ryan so people can tell me what's awesome and what's not about it. So that will also be hard, but you need that in order to create a good game. Even if it doesn't get published or go anywhere, it's just good to create and to come up with a final product. So that is my goal, is to do that at least for one game.
I agree. Something special about creating, even if it doesn't go anywhere. Even if I've made like 12 games, and the majority of them are going nowhere. But I really have enjoyed every aspect of making them. So another thing that I want to do this year, in addition to that same line of thinking, is I want to keep on designing, keep on going to proto-spiel events, keep on testing. That's the biggest thing. Keep on designing, keep on testing, and once you have some more finished products, I want to pitch those to some more designers or to publishers. I am very much a scaredy cat when it comes to pitching. I don't like hearing no. And hearing no is a big part of pitching. It's
not the no, it's the why. It's the why they say no. Because you're like, but this is good. And they're like, it is good, but this.
And this is our sometimes anywhere from, it doesn't fit our current catalog, to, that's the main one that I've heard. It's not what we're currently looking for. I love it. This is something cool, whatever. It's just not currently what we're looking for.
Yeah.
That's the main reason I hear no. And that's fine. And I get it. But I don't like getting it. So pitching is very hard for me. So I want to do that a few more times this year just to get used to hearing no. And maybe occasionally I might hear a yes or a maybe. And that's been really fun. I've gotten some maybes this year where publishers asked for prototypes. Hey, I like that a lot.
Went to the next step.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Send me a prototype. I want to hear more about that. I want to test it internally and see if it's something we want to look into. And then inevitably all those came back as, we really liked it for a lot of reasons, blah, 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 blah. But not right now. No thanks.
Yeah.
So I liked getting to that next level. That maybe was really fun to hear.
And then, of course, as we do every year, we do our top 10 of the current year. So we're going to do our top 10 2024, but we typically don't get that out until February just because we have a backlog of games that we want to play. We want to make sure to play as many games as we possibly can before we curate that list, just to make sure we didn't miss anything, especially if there's games in our backlog that we think might make the cut. We want to make sure to play those. But that is coming out. We will do that. We always post it around February of the following year. So our top games of 2024 will be coming out. That is happening. It's just not going to be coming out right away.
And by the way, if she said, just so we don't miss anything, spoiler alert, we're going to miss things.
Oh, well, yeah, that's inevitable.
1 bajillion games come out every year, and we can't play them all. But we're going to play the ones that we can, and the ones we have time for, have access to, and give you our top 10 favorite of those.
Whew! That is our recap and our dreaming of 2025. But we want to hear from you. What's something awesome that happened to you in 2024? What's something that you're looking forward to in 2025? Let us know in the comments below.
Yes, thanks so much for watching. This has been a great year. We're looking forward to doing even more gaming content for you guys. So stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell. We'd appreciate it. Until then, we'll see you next time. Bye. You guys, thanks for watching our shenanigans. As always, we appreciate it. Over here, if you follow this link, you're going to find a playlist we've hand-selected, handcrafted just for you because you watched this video.
And if you check over here, this is a video that YouTube thinks you might like. So you can check that out if you want as well.
All right, we appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.